While I was spending time being present with my body and with the headache and asking for information about what it was about, to understand it more deeply, and asking for help to work through the fear, whatever it was, and bring it to my awareness so I could really pinpoint what was happening and be present with it. I got a phone call from a friend, someone I had given a massage to before the modeling session last night, and in the course of our conversation, I told her I had the headache and I knew it was fear, and I thought it was related to the nude modeling, and I was working to understand it. And she said something about being seen, that I let myself be seen. And those words totally grabbed my attention, so I knew that was true. And then after I completed that conversation, I was talking with my partner and working with it further. And the fear started coming up intensely after I was present with those words, being seen, and I realized that I was working with many different levels of what it means to be seen, and it was really scaring me. It's one thing to be seen physically naked and to not bare one's soul, but what I did last night was all of it. I have another friend who has done a little bit of nude modeling, and she was telling me about something that the person who was the artist who was working with her, something that the artist said, and she was going to respond, only she didn't, because she said I was busy being nude. So it was like if she'd had clothes on, she would have engaged with him, but it's to be able to be present with another person who has clothes on when you're naked in that situation, it can take everything you've got. So I after my experience last night, I totally understood what she meant. And at the same time, I realized I did talk. I shared some of my passion and what was important to me while I was standing there naked, which meant that I was sharing on many different levels. And it touched me so deeply. It was bringing up a lot of fear, and I just recognized that, and I was able to feel the fear and cry and be with it and recognize what I've done. It's like I've been working for years to get comfortable with my body, and when my kids were younger, early teenage years and younger than that, I would walk around the house naked after I took a shower, and I was okay with my body, but I was also thinner then. And in the last 5 or 6 years, since I've been much heavier, I've really struggled with feeling rejecting of my body and mad at it and wanting it to be a different size and shape. You know, it was just, ugh. And I've worked with that again and again, and what I had requested is that I could be comfortable with my body however it is. And I realized that standing there in front of 9 people who were all the way around me and being relaxed enough to engage with them in conversation, in sharing of other things in my life, if that isn't being accepting of your body, I don't know what is. So I did it. I did it. I've done what I so much wanted to do. And the reality is, I really do choose to be in partnership with my body and have it weigh less. I would like to weigh way less. But now, as that happens, and when I get to experience that, it's going to be from a place of having been able to accept it when it was big, rather than forcing it to be smaller because I just totally can't accept it being big. And that feels so good. It's just really, really exciting.